We're here. Number 5
Stand up.
is alive.
Spain/Georgia.
Georgia as a whole had a great night.
Great night for Georgia.
Yes.
But why is Topuria more Spanish?
I don't know. And isn't he a third nationality as well?
I have no idea. Is he like, I guess he is like Spanish blood?
Well,
was he born in Georgia? Is that the thing?
Born in Georgia and then left during the Civil War. Something to do with the USSR, probably. You're a history guy. What happened there?
He's 27. I don't think he was around for the USSR.
Again, showing
that wall came down before us. You're showing your age.
But what would have happened in Georgia for his family to flee? Look, I was halfway paying attention to the pre-fight commentary.
Well, it's between Turkey and Russia. That's all I really know. Also, wasn't there like a dude in the Winter Olympics that died because he hit a pole?
In Georgia?
He represented Georgia. That's the only thing I really know about Georgia. It was like a luge event where I think it was luge, and he like flew off the track, hit a pole, and just died.
Do you think we were a little too kind to the Nords on what we considered sports for them?
No, the Winter Olympics is so white people dominate.
Yeah, that's because
it's pretty simple.
Things they just made up in Iceland.
Yeah, skiing and shooting. It would be cool if they actually shot. They didn't stop. They had to shoot while they were still skiing.
That would be cool.
It'd be way cooler because now it sucks. It's just fucking flat skiing.
Ew.
No.
Yeah.
I'm a Summer Olympics boy myself, but
that's the only Olympics.
Yeah, but Spain, we got a superstar. Let's go. Ilia Topuria, you're welcome, people. I told you. I try to tell Giorgio. If Giorgio tells you and he's on the opposite end of the, argument, it's usually wrong.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know anything, and I'm the Shale Sonnen of this podcast. I'm just giving you wrong takes. Just bet the opposite.
You hate
all the time.
For some reason, Bobby Nux.
He lost that fight
again. He did not. But let's definitely start with the main event.
Okay.
Poor Volk.
Probably
rushed himself coming back after getting a shin bone to the dome.
So I've heard a lot of different takes. Did he win round 1?
He did.
So, going in, people talked about moving his head back. He was like standing on the line.
Round 2.
All the commentary on him afterwards
Looked
is about
good.
how he wouldn't circle out. He was just coming straight back. He didn't have the same Volk spark that he had before. There was no grappling attempts from Volk at all. So basically saying the game plan was working and then he just got knocked out.
Game plan was working, but Topuria's got the ultimate, nuke. He just hits like a truck.
Just a right hook from, goes up against the cage.
Super clean. He was dead. He was dead immediately.
Yeah, just dropped. And it was concerning.
Back-to-back knockouts.
Yeah.
Within 4 months or 3 months. Not great.
They talk about the chin not quite being the same.
It's 35. I told you, man, that stat is undefeated except the one time. It's like 1 in 22 in fights under 170 pounds where the title fighter is over the age of 35 or 35. It's a young man's game, baby.
Father Time beats us all.
Yeah. Unless you're in the heavyweight division.
Or light heavyweight.
Yeah, you can get away with stuff there.
But why are we skipping over the biggest fight of the night?
No. Dude, this is like a monumental moment.
It is.
This is a passing of the torch. Volk, if he never fucks around with Islam and he gets a couple more title defenses, you're arguing whether or not he's up there with Jose Aldo.
You're already arguing that.
You're not.
You are.
You're not.
You are.
If you're, if you have a brain, you're not.
You are.
It's just because Volk beat already past his prime Aldo. That's not head-to-head. Doesn't matter when it's 2 different eras.
Chad Mendez, Jose Aldo, Max Holloway 3 times, Brian Ortega, Yair Rodriguez.
Aldo defended his title time and time again. I'm not going to hear it. He didn't get to it. He wasn't even remotely close to the amount of title defenses.
Can we get our man back to a title? And if
Volk?
so, how?
Immediate rematch that he'll probably exercise.
You think?
Because Topuria is already talking shit about the division, which bad move, dude. If anything, hype up your opponents.
I think that is a particular play for a reason.
Because he's trying to get the O'Malley fight.
No, he's trying to get the Sterling fight.
Well, if Sterling beats, he's fighting on 300.
Mm-hmm.
So if he beats Calvin Kattar, maybe that would make sense. But why would you want a Sterling fight? That's not like
because that's a great matchup for Topuria. Topuria wants to keep this title. Topuria wants to go in this reign. I think Sterling is the easiest one to pick off right away.
he would starch Sterling.
Yeah, I think exactly. Perfect matchup for him.
Because people
Former
are kind of like
champion,
saying, "Oh,
big
you
name.
can just like take down Topuria." No, you can't.
No,
We saw it live when he fought Ryan Hall, and Ryan Hall just kept trying to roll.
I don't think Imanari roll is really considered a takedown, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Sometimes in desperate situations, it is.
Desperate times call for desperate moves.
Right, that's all Ryan Hall was doing, and he got knocked out
If
midway
only
through
Tony
the
would
roll.
have done that a little bit earlier.
Eddie Bravo called for it.
Maybe the roll. Also,
So
Eddie,
don't tell me it's not a takedown. All right, if Eddie Bravo says it is,
hot take. Eddie Bravo doesn't like Lonesome Dove.
that's a terrible take.
Right, I know. He's like over like the
It's a
wild
very
game.
niche Austin joke too.
Yeah, well, it's just a true fact. He just wants regular cow burgers. Apparently, he doesn't like the elk burger.
He doesn't like the frogois.
Nah, he thinks it's too much.
He doesn't have good taste.
No, Joe was trying to put him on and correct him, and Eddie was just like, no.
Oh, dude, does Joe ride for Lonesome Dove?
Yeah.
It's my favorite restaurant in Austin. So
There's also another one.
I hate to hear that. I actually hate to hear they brought it up because now it's going to be packed all the time.
It's okay.
Fuck, dude. Fuck you, Joe.
It's actually Curtis's fault because Curtis was taking Eddie around a bunch of different restaurants.
Curtis who?
Owner of Tempe. Yeah.
You can't
Him and
just
old
be
Davey
dropping
boy.
one names. Like, fuck.
Bro, you're technically your coach. You're technically still signed up as a member.
No, I dropped. Dude, I never go.
You need to.
I know. But I don't have fucking time, dude.
Yeah, we'll circle back to that.
I would rather lift. Can I be real with you? I'd rather lift.
Okay, the Bradley Martin of the podcast.
It's not that.
It's exactly that.
Everyone that roll, like, whenever I do roll too, I get hurt all the time. Everyone gets hurt. Even when you're good, you're constantly hurt. You're constantly injured.
I've developed a new system. Hear me out. You go to practice, you work out. You specifically only roll with women, children,
And smaller
and
people.
people smaller than you.
No, but then
These are my new 3 rules.
It
I
sucks.
mostly stick to the first 2 of
the
women
smaller
and children.
dudes have like a Napoleon syndrome, and they're like, "Oh, big guy, gonna fuck him up." It's like, bro, it's wrestling class. We don't need to
You got to pick the
break
right
out
person.
the jitsu. You don't have to fucking get me into a guillotine.
I mean, that's all they know. That's more of a jiu-jitsu versus wrestling thing.
And I'm only going like 30%. I'm not even going 100%.
You haven't even seen man who's 270.
I'm trying to
Go
like
100.
learn technique, and you're fucking going all out on me because you're 30 pounds lighter. Fuck off.
Well, you chose a bad partner, and these things happen. And I've spilled coffee on myself.
Yeah, no, I did notice though. You typically only roll with women, so
Yeah, baddies too.
mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's inappropriate, but
I gotta say,
we're on the line.
I mean, if we're gonna go there, Mackenzie Dern,
Baddie.
damn, I was unfamiliar with her game. I apologize. Like I knew Mackenzie Dern, and I knew, she's okay. She's probably a little bit more of a hype train than she is results driven.
She has a very illustrious jiu-jitsu career.
Yeah,
And I think that gets you on a hype train.
and
in
she
MMA.
would be really good if she was mean and threw punches when she took her opponents down, which she doesn't do.
Not a lot of ground and pound.
She doesn't.
A lot of conceding top position to go back to her guard.
But
I
goddamn, in the words of Bobby Green, sheesh. That whole fight, I'm like, wow, dude, she is fucking double cheeked up. So
Caked up.
I just, this is kind of just, we're lifting our glasses to Mackenzie Dern today.
Also, great entries. Anytime she got taken down or pushed against the fence and got into her world, she got rocked a couple times and was able to pull Lemos on top of her, go right into the armbar, a couple Choi bar situations, and then when she missed those, she would go right into the little leg entanglement, looking for deep half. She had a couple knee bar or little outside ashi positions that she was getting into for a little bit, and I thought
So
it was awesome.
that was actually a really good, It was the last prelim on the card leading up to the pay-per-view. Good little kind of appetizer for,
The prelims were good.
Prelims are good, but like main card, rock solid.
I thought it was a great card. I thought it was the fight. Like if you didn't look at the names and you just watched the fights, very solid, worth your money.
Yeah, we were like 4 for 5. I didn't care for the Ian Garry fight or the Jeff Neal fight.
Why does Joe Rogan want to be Ian Garry's wife? Like, what is going on here? Like,
I didn't get to hear the audio because we were at the bar. But you
huge.
texted me, and Dave was also looking at Twitter, and he's just like, "Man, they're really just stroking off Ian Garry, especially Joe."
I'm happy that someone, like, at least Twitter, like, confounded my opinion. I was just like, thank you.
And it was more like if Jeff Neal's a little bit more aggressive, he might win that fight. But the scorecards apparently not. They're all like 30-27s.
Well, the split decision. So one of the judges gave it to Jeff Neal, which I think won the first and the third, and Ian clearly won the second, I believe, if my memory serves me correct.
I don't know.
The real takeaway was
Ian Garry is nobody. He's not a star.
Was on his bike the entire time.
Yeah.
Like, if he wasn't Ian Garry and we didn't love him, we would have been booing him for running. Like, by the end, Jeff Neal just got tired of walking him down and was just like, all right, like he just lunged into punches because he couldn't get within distance.
He was too short.
Yeah, at that point in time, you just stand in the middle of the octagon and you wave him on like this and you refuse to move. Like, that's your only, you fell right into his game. Ian was able to outpoint you. He was able to outstrike you. He beat you on volume. He didn't beat you on damage. Whenever you got into boxing range, you won, but then immediately went to the clinch. Didn't receive a takedown, so you let him recover. Then you let him push away again, and then he kept it back at distance. So every time Jeff Neal took a step forward, he would shoot himself in that freaking foot, and that's why he lost his fight. But he still probably should have won it.
Yeah, tough scene for our boy Jeff. Hands of steel. It is what it is. Ian Garry, you were like, if we go to Ireland, maybe I'll be too big to headline because, I'm a megastar. No, you're not, dude. No, you're not. You're not Connor.
No, you're a meme.
You are.
You're
they kept weird position of his wife too, right? Like she was in her own like little section by herself.
I think they had to do that.
She was front and center, and they had the camera right there.
Yeah, I think if she's with any of the other fighters, things could get dicey.
Not even that. Just like put her with people. Invite friends, family, something. It's just her. No. Invite your ex-husband, dude. Like his nutritionist.
No, he was in the corner.
The nutritionist is in the corner?
Yeah.
That's a first.
I'm making that up.
But yeah, he really helps me with a diet. So
in the middle of the fight.
Need him for my fight. Get the hydration going. Get those electrolytes.
I had an IV the other day.
Okay.
It was great.
You got too fucked up or?
No, I mean, they were giving them out to a Laser and a few other people, and I was there too. And I was like, well, let me get one.
They used to have those services where they would just come to you.
That's what it was. Yeah. Apparently, there's a firefighter in Austin who has a company now. Not shouting it out because we're a Dash IV brand here. Shout out to Coda.
We're nothing until we get paid.
Oh, I got us a wannabe sponsor.
We have like 30 listens, dude.
My mom wants us to shout out her friend's Etsy store who makes hand-blown glass pipes in Puerto Rico.
All right. Yeah, dude, honestly, yeah. Give her that read right now. This podcast is brought to Giorgio's mom's friend.
If you need hand-blown glass pipes from a white woman living in Puerto Rico who's retired.
And who doesn't?
At $80 a piece.
What's that, Etsy? Do we have a promo code?
A link in description and bio. Big time. Big time.
Were you in Houston for wrestling?
Yeah. Over at the Gator Brawl, Houston downtown. Not the best well-run tournament. A little bit of some complaints, unfortunately.
So you guys had a bad showing.
No, the Longhorns did well with two of my girls taking first place and Jack Sagusa taking first at 157. I like that
you're the head coach of the University of Texas wrestling, and you're like the Longhorns. Like you're still kind of distancing yourself from the University of Texas because you're still like a Missouri Tiger deep down.
Yeah, I mean, I did see some people rocking some Tiger gear. We do have some.
Do you guys still have a wrestling program, or has it since been disbanded?
We're reigning Big 12 champions.
Okay.
What are you talking about? They're
You guys
they're
aren't.
a top 5 university. Do you not check the rankings?
You're not in the Big 12 though.
Yes, we are. They
You
went
moved-
back to the Big 12.
For wrestling only.
Yeah, we were in the MAC, so we went to the
I'm
SEC.
like, as soon as you went to the SEC, I'm like, do they just kill the wrestling program that was top 5?
No. Yes, Missouri still has a program. Keegan O'Toole is probably one of like the biggest stars in wrestling and returning 165-pound 2-time national champion.
Sorry, I haven't been up to date on the NCAA wrestling, just power rankings.
Well,
week to
speaking of
week.
which, Texas is about to have its first D1 wrestling program.
So is that you?
No, that's Tarleton University.
No.
But that's sparking the fire. We're getting the fire burning.
And then one day the Longhorns, maybe.
Trying
Papa G,
to get us endowed. So we need to raise about $4 million. Get us a little quick endowment.
Get that oil money.
Yeah. So if you are a wrestling fan and have a lot of money and happen to be a
The
listener
people
of this
listening
podcast,
to this show are just your students.
yeah, there's 3 drinking bros and 1 guy who comes to practice. Shout out to Daniel. Daniel is actually he's going to Israel. He got called up.
He's fighting for the IDF.
Yeah. Apparently he only has to serve 2 weeks.
What?
And then he gets to come back. I was like, that's a gross misrepresentation of funds.
There's no reason for you to do that, my guy.
Apparently he's gonna go like dig.
The war is won. I think you're almost like dancing on their graves.
Nope, he's gonna go give us 2
literally.
weeks.
Oh,
Then he gets to come back to school.
I served.
He's showing me Israeli female military TikToks,
Yeah, I know.
and he's like, "This is just propaganda," and I'm like,
It's Gal Gadot, dude.
"It's
Everywhere.
good propaganda. I love it." I'm like, "Sign me up."
So what's next for Topuria? Who's he gonna fight? I think personally they'll probably run it back with Volk.
No, I think you got to give Volk time off. I don't think Volk fights again for a year.
I know. I think you give him 6 months, right? Because they want to put Topuria on a card in Spain.
I think he gets a defense before that.
I don't know how they're gonna get the stadium that Real Madrid plays in,
Bernabeu.
but they're gonna try.
I don't know if it's fully covered.
Real Madrid actually shared a post with Topuria.
Really?
And I believe Real Madrid is the biggest sports team account in the world.
Yeah.
So Topuria might be that dude. Like, he might be. I think we're kind of sleeping on how big of a star he potentially could be.
Is he just going to be at like all the soccer events now, just like dapping people up and like chilling with Ronaldo? Like, it's basically wherever Connor was like talking to Ronaldo, it's now just going to be Topuria talking to Ronaldo.
Yeah. I also just don't know. I don't have any read on him. Like, is he cool? Is he not? I don't know.
It's like I can't decide if I like you or not.
Like, you got the look, you got the power, you got the fight style. I just can't tell if you're cool.
He's got a bit of Bradley Martin to him.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know exactly what I'm saying when he's just got a little.
Like, try hardest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's also younger than us.
He's
so-
27. He's figuring it out, you know?
Yeah.
He's got a beautiful wife, a kid.
Doing your thing.
I think he's doing life a little better than we are.
Just became UFC champion.
Yeah.
No, we're 2 white dudes are gonna judge you from my spare bedroom.
Well, you're Greek,
It's true, and you're Portuguese Jew.
Portuguese Jew, and a Turk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Young Turk.
Are we fighting back?
Although, actually, I don't want to claim
No,
that.
rewind that tape. Jamie, can you? Oh, there's no Jamie.
It's okay. This won't go out.
We've gotten that problem.
You just
fixed.
dropped the last 2 episodes in the main feed I saw. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got our flaming hot Joe Pyfer takes after he lost already.
Yeah, it's great. It's almost better
To listen in hindsight.
in hindsight. We really hyped up Joe Pfeiffer.
Not really.
Sean
kinda
Brady hyped up Joe Pfeiffer, and
I
believed him.
I listened to that show last night. I had mostly good takes. The Joe Pyfer, I just said he would beat Jack Hermanson, which I expected that.
We thought Hermanson was washed, but he's not quite Darren Till washed.
Joe Pyfer, I think it's just the Philly fight scene, a little overrated.
Yeah, we wanted it to be a thing, and it's
Yeah,
kind of
we're
not.
like tough, gritty Philly.
All training together, 6 dudes
Trust
in
me,
a gym.
I'm biased being from Delco, but yeah, we.
It would have been a good narrative. Let's be honest. If we had a bunch of guys in contention from
who's
Philly,
honestly our best fighter? Like,
Brady.
yeah, it's Sean Brady right now, but I'm saying like most accomplished, like Paul Felder, at this point. Can we claim Frankie Edgar?
Yeah, you do. You try as hard as you can.
I mean, he's
Frankie
Jersey,
Edgar.
but like, can we claim Frankie Edgar?
Yeah. Northeastern trash can all claim itself.
Okay. Yeah. Eddie Alvarez.
Eddie Alvarez is more decorated. Frankie, I think, had a better career.
I think Eddie's just, a fucking tough boy. He would be fighting if he wasn't in MMA. I think he would just be fighting at the bar.
Eddie?
Yeah.
He just fought freaking Chad Mendez in the freaking
bare knuckle, yeah.
No, or he fought
he beat Chad Mendez.
Beat Chad and then fought
he lost to Mike Perry.
Yep. The real African champion.
Yeah. Actually. I love all right, I'll come out. I love Paulo Costa.
Really?
He's awesome.
He is.
The fact that you tarnished and trashed his name, you're like,
when you get teabagged by Izzy and just tagged in the first round and then refuse to fight
who cares,
for
man?
the
He
next
only
2
has
years.
fun fights. He's a meme lord. He's awesome online. He even in person, he's just like the interview you did with Nina, where Nina Drama shows like a picture of a young fighter in their childhood. And it's a black guy. He's like Mike Perry. So
funny.
he gets the memes, and English is his second language. So props to him. People that typically humor doesn't translate when you try to speak a different language. It's not native to you.
No, I think just the whole pulling out for hair plugs thing rubbed me the wrong way. And it still didn't work. When you watch it, you just see the bald spot, and it's kind of a comb over.
Classic male pattern baldness.
There was so much hair gel in his hair to keep it.
But he's an Adonis, dude. He was the best he ever looked. Honestly, that might have been the best fight he had in the company.
He looked great.
And if he catches Whitaker with that kick,
that spinning wheel kick,
like 20 seconds before that, it's over.
I think he won the fight.
He didn't win the fight. Bobby Nux won.
That kind of brings
me
to
do you think Costa won the first round with that kick?
Yeah. That won him the round.
He put him in trouble. Yeah.
And then he won the third. Costa won second. Or sorry, Whitaker won second.
I think Whitaker won all the rounds. But it was close. I'm not going to argue. I had money on Costa just because of the memes. It'd be funny.
If Costa didn't have the damage on the leg, I think the commentary adds a lot to the scoring because the leg was welted up.
Nothing to the score. They don't get to hear the commentary. They don't get to see the stats. They just look at. Honestly, it's not a great scoring system because they have to use their eyes, and most of these people have no idea how to score a fight. And you're like so far below. You're looking up at the fight, and you're on one side of the cage. It's not a great angle. They should have people that are watching, maybe without sound, but like a broadcast.
Yeah, multi-view broadcast. Yeah.
Kind of like in the NHL, they go to like Canada for like a review, or the NFL, you just go up to the booth.
Yeah, you're talking about like video replay now, which is hated every time it's brought into every sport.
But now it's just accepted.
It is.
Yeah. I know soccer hates VAR, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's because they use it too much.
Mm-hmm. And because they waste too much time.
Yeah.
And then they like still don't get it right because they just stroke the ref off who's ever on the field. And they're like, he's the most important.
Maybe get like one challenge or something.
Yeah. I don't hate that.
But I just think, or at least elevate the judges, right, above the cage so they get a better view.
I just want a live scoring system.
Yeah, show your work.
Yeah.
After the first round, I need to see your scorecard. That would be cool because then the fighter too knows he's down 2 rounds.
Right. Or
it's like I go for the knockout.
If you just showed it to the broadcast at home.
Mm-hmm.
We
got that smart cage, that PFL cage.
Yeah. I don't hate it. Like stats projected on the cage.
They do like an
NFL or NHL kind of thing.
It's too much, but
I'm
down for live.
Power slap is too much, Daniel.
That's all Dana cares about right now. He doesn't seem to care about the UFC,
which is sad.
We got our main event for 300.
We do.
Yeah,
it actually kind of works.
I like it as a fight. I don't know if it's the main event for 300, but you know what? Who cares? Fuck it. The whole card is awesome. It's gonna be fun. It'll sell because it's 300.
It's an amazing card.
Yeah, and I'm an Alex Pereira boy, so
yeah. If we were on the Pereira hype train and believed he was the star that he is, I think it would be a bigger fight.
No, I am. He broke the sport. I know he got knocked out by Izzy the one time, but
I think Sweet Dreams
it's
has
3-1,
though.
baby. Yeah, because he's huge. It's gonna be fun. I think there's no chance this fight sucks.
Right. Because if Jamal Hill starts winning, we are like flooding the Jamal Hill train.
Apparently they offered Leon 3 different fights at 300 to headline. He accepted all of them. All of his opponents said no. And none of the opponents were Bilal. Because fuck Bilal.
Yeah, he has to be the most hated man in the organization.
Dude, they cut to him and he did this fucking like phone. He's like, phone call 300. It's like, dude, no one's calling you. No one's calling you.
He's like, I'm ready. I'm here. And we're like, we know.
It's the guy that's like, he's been broken up with his ex-girlfriend for 5 years and he's just still faithful to her.
He's the best friend who's like, if you don't have anyone to go to prom with, you can go with me. And she's like, yeah. I know.
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
But like, I got like 20 other options.
Yeah, I'm going to bring a guy from some other school,
I'd rather do paperwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got to do a background check.
Yeah. We got to make sure, everything's good with him. And if that falls through, I got a few other options. But yeah, poor Bilal. But
oh, my mom just wished me a happy day and said she loved me.
Nice.
Right? It's always good to get those.
Yeah.
We've skipped over the biggest fight of the weekend, though.
Oh, Merab.
Yes.
Henry Cejudo.
That's second. But
Goodbye, Henry. Goodbye. I actually started to like Cejudo at the end, I think. The more exposure I get to him, I know he's a king, cringe, he tried too hard. But like, I really liked his like kind of fight breakdowns and when he was training with John and
when he retired, he got a lot better.
Him as a coach is kind of fun.
He took himself too seriously and the cringe was too awkward when he was like active.
He was trying
UFC.
to be too cringy.
Yeah.
He's a tryhard in the worst way possible. It is what it is, man. Olympic gold medalist, though. American hero.
Mm-hmm. I
do agree. Like, he was born in this country, so I don't... He had this, like... People were dunking on him for this clip that went viral this weekend where he's like, I am Mexican, proud to be Mexican, but I was born in this country, wrestled for this country. I will always fly in the American flag. Why would I fly the Mexican flag? That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, no, don't disown your Mexican heritage. Like,
because it's so popular to do that now, to fly like your national
dog, I
origin.
ain't fucking flying a Portuguese or like Irish flag.
No, it's great. Like Henry's a true-blooded American. I think when you wrestle for the world team, like under the U.S. banner, there's a lot of patriotism that comes with that, and it's a true honor. Like as a wrestler, it's like the peak pinnacle. And with America being one of the best countries,
we don't give him enough credit for being an Olympic gold medalist.
We don't. It was at the smallest weight class, and it was on a real down year for the U.S.
So you're doing it right now. You're not giving him enough credit.
No, he saved the team because without his gold, we have
bad Olympics.
Real bad Olympics for us because Ben gets knocked out in the second round. Daniel Cormier makes weight but has liver failure. I think Gorowski is at heavyweight. I forget who's at heavyweight that year as well, but it's not great. Yeah.
They both kind of grew on me. Like I like Merab a lot now.
Merab is great.
Yeah, especially when he dusted up Peter Yan for fucking 5 rounds.
Yeah, I like his videos of him with the bitches.
Him with the bitches is funny,
right?
Georgians. Yeah, Georgians. That sounds right. They seem like fun people,
right?
Yeah,
they're like the New Jersey of the Russians.
Kind of. A little bit more. They let loose a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just want to have a good time.
Good time.
I don't know if I'd want to visit Georgia.
No.
It seems awful.
I feel like the women are hot. I don't know why.
Eastern Europe. I think you just have that reputation for Eastern Europe in general.
Probably.
We could, I'd rather go to like the Czech Republic, go to Prague.
Croatia.
Go to Croatia. Although, so Joel's wife is in town.
Mm-hmm.
She's from Prague. Apparently, Europeans look at Croatia the way we look at Cancun.
Really?
I'm like, oh, it's that tacky?
Yeah.
To go to Croatia? What the fuck?
It's all for Americans.
It's like, there's a Hooters there? What?
There's a Senor Frogs?
Yeah. Like, oh, well, I guess I'm not going to Croatia.
No.
Well, it's beautiful.
But, isn't it kind of fun to have that experience? Like, if you didn't know...
Would you want to go to Cancun now?
I would want to go to Cancun 10 years ago.
Yeah. And I did.
Exactly.
I was 22.
Croatia is the Cancun for 35-year-olds.
I think we might be too old if we go.
No, because all the dudes have to be old because they have to have the money.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, we need to save up just to, like, get on the yacht.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these dudes have to, like, own the yacht.
But real money goes, like, I think Greece.
There's that. So there's this port that only the super yachts can go to. And then some of them, like, park outside it. And you have to, like, it's a whole, like, Russian
we gotta just, like,
thing.
find our way in there. I don't know. Getting on, like, an oligarch's boat.
We gotta start training.
Maybe. Training what?
Everything. Everything. You just got to be like, I think if you're just it's like how you get Austin famous. If you can just like kill people, you'll just like find social status.
If you become like an asset?
Yeah.
Like a contract killer?
Not, but could be.
There's like a mystery to you.
Yeah.
All right. So Merab, I guess they kind of told him he's going to get the next title shot against Sean or Cheeto, whoever wins.
Sean.
I got Cheeto, but
Sean wins on volume and decision.
I mean, that's probably right because Cheeto's just so, I don't know why, but he's just so conservative with the amount of shots he puts out.
Yeah.
He doesn't throw a lot of volume. But it's all power. It could just be like that Rob Font fight, I'm telling you, where Sean, volumes him 2-1, 2.5-1, but Cheeto gets like 3 knockdowns.
Mm-hmm. And they give it to Sean.
Not if he gets 3 knockdowns.
You don't understand the MMA, the UFC conspiracy train behind Sean.
But Cheeto's, he's not as big as Sean, but he's also pretty big. It's not like he's a nobody. And Cheeto would get even a bigger rub from beating Sean. And he's already beaten Sean. He broke his leg.
135.
Yeah.
The craziest division right now.
It's fun, man. Bantamweight, it's probably the best division after lightweight.
I think it might be better.
It's not. Dude, lightweight's so deep.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. Moicano's not even ranked, I don't think.
I think he should be.
It's just, if you go from like 1 to 50, lightweight is just stacked. You'll be like, holy shit, that guy's 40? I'm telling you, this lightweight's great. It's just too deep. It's been the best division in the sport for a long time.
Let's talk 35 right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Henry's going to retire, so that takes him out of the pool, unfortunately.
Later, dude.
He's 37.
Yeah.
He's like, if I can't win a title, I'm not really trying
It
to
makes sense. I liked having those stakes. It's like loser leaves town match.
I loved it.
Because if Merab lost, by the way, he ain't getting a title shot ever.
No.
Ever.
No.
That would have set him back. He's like, all right, Merab, you got to win like 15 more fights.
He has to play his cards exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing it. Don't get me wrong. He's doing it.
He's been doing great. Ever since he stole O'Malley's jacket.
That was the start.
That was a move.
He has to come out in that if they fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he has to come out and then just take the jacket off as he gets into the octagon.
Yeah. He is way cooler than Aljo. I think Aljo's holding him back.
I think so too. Like stealing some of his swag.
Yeah. I think like Aljo should be cool, but he's not.
It's a Chris Curtis, Sean Strickland situation.
There's just something funny about like a weird kind of Eastern European guy that comes out in a funny hat.
Yeah.
And
who fucks with people.
Fucks with people, like is self-aware.
Genuinely
has
smiley,
like a decent sense of humor.
And then just murders people in the cage.
Yes.
You got to have both sides of the coin.
It's like a fucking like a military war movie. Just the comic relief of just the psychopath that's just cracking jokes and then just going in and just fucking lighting people up.
The bear Jew.
A little bit, yeah. A little bear Jewish.
Yeah. Shout out Tarantino.
Mickey fucking Mantle.
Does that sound good to you? Fine deal.
I'll take that deal.
I'll take that deal.
Man, great movie. But I actually don't even know if he mentions Mickey Mantle, but I know it's a New York Yankee.
Comes out with the bat. So
it wouldn't be Mickey Mantle because World War II. So
right.
Totally fucked that quote up, but whatever.
It's okay.
We live, we learn.
Aren't you supposed to be the history guy?
Yeah, but that's a movie quote. And Tarantino fucks with history. So it would be probably closer to Luke Gehrig or something.
Can I finally get to the biggest fight of the weekend?
What's that?
Kenneth Thomas versus Sean Magnus.
Nope.
The Winter Soldier himself fighting in last week.
Regional fights. That's what people care about.
They do.
I mean, Sean's awesome. Sean's a fucking animal. And he's what, 22?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, all-American high school wrestler,
Alaska.
Body of an Adonis.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, is he on something?
No, he's just from Alaska, bro.
He's got that farm body.
He's just like, I have ate nothing but elk and like chopped trees down my whole life. Like just living in a city now and like coming to civilization is like a treat
Blows
for
his
him.
mind, yeah.
Yeah.
He is an animal.
I mean, he renovated a van for a little bit to live at the gym.
Is he the dude at 10th Planet? Like, is he the guy with the highest ceiling?
He's one of them. But what's best is in the commentary for the Fury FC fight, they introduced him as one of the security guys from Rogan's Club.
From the mothership?
Yeah. Which honestly is a pretty awesome intro.
It is. I remember his last fight, the guy missed weight by like, I don't know, 20 fucking pounds.
What?
He still took the fight and just beat the shit out of him.
Same thing here. Gets double unders, gets a bear hug, slams the guy down, and then the guy immediately he falls
Are they
in
just
the mouth.
fucking feeding him cans right now? What's happening?
The guy was 4-0 in amateur.
Okay.
They the commentary team tried to like hype up the other guy for a little bit and be like, we don't know what's gonna happen. Sean just grabs him, slams him down, gets in mount, hits him. Guy bellies down, throws the legs in, still keeps hitting him. Guy rolls back to his back, hits him again. He just goes from his belly to his back 3 or 4 times, and the ref finally gets in and is like, we're done with this.
I wouldn't even want to roll with Sean because it would feel like I'd disrespect him.
Nah, that's what's so great about it. Because he's so young, he's so humble, and he's just like been raised in Alaska, so he just has manners.
I think there's a little bit of a swagger there though.
A little bit. Shout out his art account. He's also got a secret drawing account.
He can draw and paint.
Yeah,
Right.
Dude, he's straight up that dude from high school.
He might be autistic.
He thinks, no.
We're all on the spectrum somehow.
But big shout outs to the Winter Soldier. Also, Sebastian Oltaveras. Sorry, I can't pronounce your last name. Houston fighter, also trains at 10th place. Some of the best jiu-jitsu around the game right now. Just won the Fury 125-pound title from Guillotine. So these Texas boys be out here doing it.
Yeah.
10th Planet.
Is Andrew coaching everybody? Is he
Yeah.
in the corner for everybody? That's good. Nice.
He's really over the last like 6 months to a year, Andrew Craig's really poured in a lot more time to the 10th Planet MMA team. And we're seeing good things happen.
Does that, works with Tim Kennedy. So
just rocketing his way up to that awesome social ladder.
He's traveling a lot. I like seeing his posts and everything.
Yeah, him and Mary just be doing the thing. They're all like on a beach somewhere all the time. And
yeah. Traveling too much for my liking, Andrew. Get in the gym.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Where you at? Where you at, bro?
Well, I also skip, but
yeah, you literally dropped your membership
because I don't use it.
Start using it. There's a 10th Planet Oak Hill.
I know. It's just, man,
It's literally where you intersect and start going to work.
I do 12,000 shows.
Whose fault is that?
You quit or something. I don't know. I have to run a studio.
That's not what the official.
Whatever.
What's the official statement? What's the episode number on that? 111.
Episode 1,000. Yeah, we'll get to that.
I wanted to start this amazing endeavor with you.
Without you, just forgot to post
It's
on the
online.
RSS feed. Yeah.
And it's still got quality number downloads this morning.
You fucking spammed them. They're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I'm going to spam them again.
It
because
just
this is dropping
automatically
today.
download. Yeah, you get 3 straight episodes of this podcast, which...
How could you not love that?
Yeah. Hours. I think actually maybe 2 hours because they're all like 30 minutes.
So you get warmed up with our bad takes. Everyone learns that you pay more attention than I do.
Yes.
I keep trying to pitch regional fighting events and jiu-jitsu things that they have no idea about.
Right.
And then now they've circled back, so they like us, and now they're caught up with what just happened.
We're really just trying to get that local Austin scene to listen. That's a niche. It's not a good niche.
If you're not going to Radio Coffee on Sundays, you're not listening to our pod.
I never go to Radio Coffee, so I guess I'm not going to listen to our show. It's always funny, though, seeing Craig in Volk's corner.
It's amazing. And seeing Frankie there. We don't know Frank, but.
No, but just Craig. And I mean, the fucking old man promo they did was awesome.
I think we owe a lot of how much we like Volk to Craig.
Right? Like, I don't know if I like Volk. I think I just like Craig Jones, and his humor just rubs off. And I think he advises Volk.
I think so, too. And how to be social media hilarious. Yeah. Which is really just being Australian, from my understanding.
Mm-hmm. For the most part, I think they're funny people.
I think so.
They're a naturally sarcastic group of individuals.
Yeah. I think you have to be in that prison colony.
Yeah, your prison island.
That has all the deadliest animals ever on it, just waiting to kill you.
I have no desire to go to Australia. I would go to New Zealand over Australia.
I definitely want to go to New Zealand over Australia. I want to go to the Hobbiton.
But I don't know if it's worth the flight.
To take pictures at the Hobbiton?
Dog.
The Shire? Brosif. Broman.
Go to LA. Go to the fucking set. I don't know. I know Peter Jackson shot in New Zealand, but you can get something that looks... You can go to Disney and find something that looks like that.
If you go to Disney, you got to go to Harry Potter Land. They redid Diagon
Well,
Alley.
that's Universal.
Oh, you're right.
And I went many a time at UCF because they used to give us free tickets to Universal. Mm-hmm. They would close down the park from like 4 to 2 a.m. One day a semester. It would be all UCF students. You go to City Walk right outside from noon to 4. Get fucked up. Then sneak in alcohol 2 Universal nights. And yeah, you would spike the butterbeer. You go on all the roller coasters.
It sounds amazing.
It was great. Yeah,
sounds like the time of my life.
It was.
Oh, man. All right, timestamp that. Reminiscing on college. Dan's got to hit his check marks for every episode.
No, that's softcore history.
You're wearing a UFC hat right
UCF hat. Yeah, no, that's our whole thing with softcore history is it's a Trojan horse so we could talk about fraternity life and college football.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Yeah, because the real history buffs don't fuck with you at all.
No.
Well,
no, actually, they try to get on our show, and I'm like, dude, I don't need this old bastard that wrote, volumes about John Quincy Adams on our show. We're trying to be funny. I don't need some fucking 90-year-old man to be like, well, John...
just dies on your show.
That would actually be good for views, if somebody died on our show, but
it'd be amazing.
It would be too slow. Old people I respect elders. I think we as a culture have gotten away from respecting our elders and appreciating
they're an inconvenience.
Appreciating those who came before us. But yeah, we kind of just in America, we just dunk on old people.
I have a hotter take for that. Elders used to not be as old as they are now.
They used to be wise. No, they were.
No, they weren't living this long.
No, dude, they were. That's a fucking fallacy.
Fallacy?
No, fallacy.
Oh. Flaccid?
Yes. Makes your dick flaccid. People live just as long as they do now. It's just the infant mortality rate was super high. Women in childbirth died all the time. People would die, obviously, in war. People would die from infections and stuff. But yeah, there's plenty of people that lived to like 80 or 90 in fucking Middle Ages. That happened. People weren't dying at 26. That's a common misconception.
You sure about that?
Yes. Well, your grandfather wasn't, 32. He might have been, but
at one point
he was going to live longer than 35. Maybe. Unless he was in war.
No.
War never changes.
War changes a lot.
It's not what Fallout told me.
We going to World War III?
I don't care. I wouldn't fight. For this, no.
I mean, if I only had to do 12 weeks like Daniel. Or
I
2
thought it
weeks.
was 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks, yeah.
Especially when they already won. You have fucking Palestine on the run. Like, what? Sure, dude. He's going to go over and just get the photo. He's going to get the photo of him holding the gun in his camo. And they'll come back. It's all propaganda.
All on their dime.
Well, I wonder if I am still eligible for birthright.
Can you switch over real quick?
As a Jew.
Right.
Well, it's on my mother's side, too, so that's the important part.
It is.
That's the important part.
If you switched from Catholic to Jew, that's like a Barcelona to Real Madrid switch.
Do I get the Cabal fucking wristband? The red wristband?
It's like
a piece of string.
It's like LeBron situation. Kind of, I don't know, I hate to bring up LeBron with you, but you know.
Sore
like,
subject, yeah.
Yeah. It's like a Cavaliers to Miami situation.
What? Catholicism, you're saying Catholicism is the Cavaliers. And switching to Judaism is the Miami Heat?
Yes.
I mean, geographically, that kind of makes sense. I think there's a lot of Catholics in Cleveland, a lot of, obviously, Jews in Miami. Sure. Don't know where you're going with that analogy, but I think it's time to wrap it up.
I just went so big brain on the internet right now.
I was just connecting the dots, figuring it out. But about that time we go out. Topuria, my guy. Still need to figure out if you're cool or not. But for now, I'm still on your bandwagon. I've been driving that bandwagon, and I'm going to continue to.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, all the fans, all 7 of you. Sorry I had to poop in the middle of this episode.
I'll forget to cut it out.
Yeah, hopefully I'll remember to cut it out, and maybe this as well. But
you'll hear this episode in 4 weeks.
Shout out to Sean. Shout out to the mothership. There's no affiliation with this podcast.
Fuck the mothership. Who cares? Are you still trying to do the comedy dream? Like, are you trying to get a fucking set on the Rogan's Club?
Who would not?
Me. I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't go up there and just be like, "What's up, guys? I'm Dan.
Like,
come see Software History."
Gay.
I think you have to say the F word.
Yeah, I think that's required to go there.
Yeah.
It's the funniest thing. I'm a big Shane Gillis guy now.
Yeah, he won.
He did win life, but it's weird because he is kind of Pennsylvania guy, claims Philly sports. I was unfamiliar with his, I didn't really check out any of his comedy or anything until 6 months ago. Really like it and everything, but his last appearance on Theo Von, where he's just like, yeah, dude, it's a podcast. You can just say whatever you want. People are like fucking comedic geniuses. Just talking about jerking off. Like, man, they're next level.
Yeah, I love him. He's the mirror to society.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. He's like, stop laughing at this. Stop taking it
Nobody
too seriously.
that does podcasts is that funny. At all, including ourselves.
We're trying to be?
People are trying to kill it. You know what podcasts are for?
Driving in the car?
No.
Mowing
Well,
lawns?
that too. It's, wasting time on your commute or filling the void. And people that have office jobs, you have an hour of work a day. You know it. You're stretching out the next 7 with anything you can find.
You're trying not to be bored.
Yeah.
And it's real easy to get bored at those jobs. I worked them once upon a time. It's like a slow
Dude,
job.
When I
on a
worked
treadmill.
at fucking Golf Channel on NBC, I would literally go to different departments, be like, hey, can I do your job for you? After I already hit balls in the simulator for 2 hours.
Tech center for a university. Oh, I guess I'll just go scan these invoices in that no one's ever going to, and then I'll just hand you a file.
People are always like, oh man, fucking, we need job growth. And it's like, man, there's so many jobs out there that don't need to exist.
Like
Shrink the game of
2 hours
jobs.
of my day was set aside
Shrink
for
the economy.
dusting the counters.
But
that was in the employee description, dust the counter.
dude, I'm talking about bullshit jobs like fucking, all these business degrees, marketing, It's like,
marketing is a fallacy.
It's not
Marketing is like what a fuckboy invented to just like continually to have a job somehow. It's like an administrative job for a Karen.
It's definitely a job, right? But
it's not.
Like will have entire departments of like 20 people when 4 people can do the job.
This K, we changed this K. Now give me $100,000.
People watch Mad Men and are like, yes,
exactly, and it's just like no, it doesn't matter that much.
It does, because like probably the most influential person in the last 100 years was Edward Bernays.
Bit of beignets balls.
He is manufactured consent, so manufacturing.
That sounds dicey.
Yeah, no, it is. But he is essentially the godfather of modern day marketing, and pretty much any major campaign you can think of, he was behind it.
Just figuring out how to say yes and like rebrand. Like he's the guy who like rebranded
cigarettes,
stuff.
alcohol. He actually got women the right to vote, so you can thank Edward Bernays for that.
I worked out well, didn't it?
It did.
I know. I was being serious.
I'm pro woman, so
I like them.
Yeah, I like women.
It's like a thing.
Women are great.
Mm-hmm.
They're my favorite, actually. Guys suck.
Yeah, guys get old pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't really enjoy being around them. Kind of smell.
Yeah.
Pretty hairy.
Holes not as like easy to slide into.
Well, depends on what movie you watch. Yeah, we got to end it here. This is bad.
Yeah. Adios, folks.